goosebumps. Hi guys, Yuri here again. Welcome to YBPlaysMusic. Today I'm going to react to Nightwish with the song Pan. This is the 5th song on their album Human Nature. And if you don't know, I'm doing a reaction to the entire album of Nightwish. If you haven't seen the other songs, the links will be in the description down below. I have done so far Music, Noise, Shoemaker and Harvest. So check out those videos if you want to see my reaction to those songs. Today is time for Pan. Now I have read the lyrics and I have searched for different interpretations of the song, and I've noticed in a lot of songs from Nightwish that a lot of the time there's not only one correct interpretation of the lyrics. So I'll see what my interpretation will be, but in general, according to Thomas, this song is an ode to human imagination. Let's see what this is all about. Let's check the song out and see what the lyrics says and see how I interpreted them. I'll see how many times I will have to pause, guys. Perhaps I will talk a little bit after the song is done, is over, and then recap some of the moments in there. Let's check it out. Here we go. Okay, I already like the music here. The same symbol here. Yes! Okay, so far this sounds very fairy tale like. I love the beginning, very powerful, but this part where Flora is singing sounds very fairy tale like. The feeling reminds me a little bit, I don't know if you guys know, but it reminds me a little bit of the beginning of the movie Beauty and the Beast. I mean the animated movie, not the real life movie, but in the animated movie, the first song that is played, it has a similar feel to that. And I love that. It's a very fairy tale like, and it already gives some kind of feeling of imagination because it's fairy tale like. Very nice beginning. I don't know, so far that might be from the whole album my favorite beginning. I don't know. It's hard to say though. It's hard to say. Let's just listen again. I love this. Very fairy tale like. I love the keys in the background. Very peculiar chord there. Oh yes. Nice stop there. Those are chess pieces, right? Don't know what that has to do with it, but... Ooh! Oh, a very unexpected melody there. Ooh, very different, very different. I don't know the name of that kind of... a lot of musicians will know what this kind of modulation is called. I don't know, definitely not in English, but let's see. Let's go back. Here. Oh, really like this melody. got goosebumps. Oh my god. So good. Man, sorry guys, but I love this progression and the contrast there. Suddenly the drop. I love everything so far in this. I see in one of the lines here, Tales of Dust of Man in the Moon. Now, is that a reference to Eugene Shoemaker? Because his ashes were on the moon. And that's, of course, the third song in their album. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a reference to that. I mean, I'm not going to dive too deep into this right now. Perhaps I will go a little bit more deep into the lyrics after I've watched the whole video. But oh man, this is good. This is really good. I keep repeating myself. It's all so good, but goddamn, this is why I love Nightwish. Actually. Absolutely love this. Very interesting. I don't know. The chord progression here and the melody provoke first. They first go to a major change, but then they go into a very mysterious, more negative feeling very fast, which reminds me a lot of fantasy movies as well. Let's see if I don't know if you can hear this, but here, and it goes back a little bit more negative in the feeling. I'm sorry to pause this, but I think it's very interesting to hear the contrast in that. This is a minor key. This is my major, and then it goes a little bit more in a negative feel. Again. Man, this is so fitting but so different. And familiar at the same time, actually. Oh, I love that. Oh, so strong, so powerful. What is I'm watching the video, don't know what is happening with these chest tones. fast tempo. Very nice ending. Very nice ending. Okay. Wow. God damn. Like, in contrast to Harvest, which I reacted to 2 weeks ago, I didn't really know beforehand what it was going to be all about, and there weren't too many interpretations of that song. But here that's different. There are a lot of interpretations of the meaning behind this song, and I think there are a lot of references in here. I will return to the lyrics here to see some lines and my interpretation of them. The beginning there, once there was a silent canvas. Like a canvas is usually a white blanket cloth for artists, let's say, people that make art. Blank, white, which means it's clean. There's nothing yet on that. So it starts with nothing, no imagination, no pictures, no nothing. Sleeping stories unimagined, so there's still no imagination there. Birth of what ifs, hope and wonder. Like birth of what ifs, so you start wondering, you start imagining, what if that happens? What if that is possible? What if we do this? What if we do that? And that's of course part of what we do in daily life. So we're starting to imagining things, is what I guess. Then something wicked came up. Now, I haven't seen an interpretation like this from the lyrics, but like what I get from the whole lyrics thing, and I could be totally wrong on this, even though it's applicable for multiple interpretations. What I think this also could be is like, imagine the wicked thing that is happening is us being born. Show the way to the great escape. So getting to the world, evoke the world, spark the brain, so our brain comes active. We are born, our brain is activated. An ape in awe before a door. So there is a door which we must go through. And this can be a double interpretation, of course. Like, standing in front of a door also could mean, of course, like, are you willing to let your imagination take over and step through that door and unleash your potential? Let's say, let your imagination lead you through that door and uncover what you really can do in life. But on the other hand, the door opens when we are born on this world, which also opens a lot of possibilities, of course, to Labyrinth, to Keystone Earth, to Fallen Stars, to There and Back. So what I think, like, we're part of an entirety, of an entity, and this journey to Earth is temporary, or is opening a door that is a trip to the labyrinth, to the keystone that is Earth. We can sometimes see fallen stars. It's a journey to here, and when we die, we go back to this entity. I don't know. It's just what I get from this. We're the riders of another way to be, so we totally have in control what we make of this life. We have totally in control how far we can go, how far we want to go, how far does our imagination go. And like a lot of the times, the most powerful people in this world, the people that have the most power, a lot of the times also have the biggest imagination, you know? Like, those are very ambitious people as well, but you cannot get to the top of the world, I believe, or change the world if you limit your beliefs. I think you need to have a very good imagination to unleash your full potential, right? So let's go on here. We're the riders of whatever we cry home. A moment alone with unbeknown, reset the world, imagine home. Like, when we come to the world, it's an unknown place. Like, if we open the door, step through that door, we go to unknown territory. We go to a place that we haven't experienced yet. So it can be uncomfortable. There's a risk factor. We don't know what's going to happen. We're not in the comfort zone, which makes it kind of scary, but that's needed to unleash the full potential. Again, I think. Like, to touch the star, the only way there is to enter. So inside we want to reach our full potential, But for that, we have to enter the door. We have to be able to imagining everything that we want to achieve. Imagine music, dance, illusion. Tales of Dust, The Man on the Moon. I think that's a reference to Eugene Shoemaker, and his dream was to someday go to the moon, and they buried his ashes on the moon when he died. So actually his dream came true. Not in life though, but afterlife. Yeah, then we get back to then something wicked came up. I think the same thing there. To lose yourself, to find who you are, follow your tail, remember your name. Enter the woods, Tir na Nog. And apparently Tir na Nog is a Celtic reference, and that is very fitting, of course, because in Nightwish's songs there are a lot of Celtic influences, I think. And apparently that means the land of youth. It is one of the names of the Celtic other worlds, and I think other world is something like more of an heavenly, otherworldly entity or otherworldly place. Apparently that's of a tale of Oisin and Niam. I don't know the tale of that, but that's what I get from that. Then a pale blue theater stage. I don't know if that's a reference to the sky. When we're on the earth, we see a pale blue sky. It's a feast of beautiful tragedy, wonderful fantasies. That's a little bit of a description of life, I think. So a feast of beautiful tragedy. So we experience fun, but there's a lot of emotion. There are bad things happening here. Wonderful fantasy. And then the play is yours to write. Like a lot of the things that happen to you, most of that is your own choice. You have a choice to change your life. You have a choice to change what is happening to you. Not always, of course, but a lot of the times it's you that chooses how far you will go and what you're able to do for that. Ready Tonight by a playwright. And we are the playwriters, right? And that is basically what I think from the lyrics of this song. A very nice song. Also musically, so many twists and turns. Melodically, very interesting parts in there, from major to minor, from a positive mood to a more skeptical mood, a negative mood. A lot of guitars there. I think probably from the songs that I've heard from this album so far, this is the most metal-y kind of song in there so far. Is it my favorite? It might just be my favorite so far. I don't know, I really like it. I really like it. And the fairy tale feeling in there is very nice, I think. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this one. Next one will be How's the Heart. Now, I should say that one will be more of a review than a reaction, because I have already heard the song, the original and the live version of Floor with Troy. And I will react to both of them next time, but it will be more of a review because I have already heard them and I love that song as well. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that one. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to check out the other songs that I reacted to from this album or my other Nightwish reactions. The links will be all in the description down below. And don't forget, I have other reaction videos, I have music videos and tutorials for you guys to check out. So thank you very much and see you guys next time. Bye. And like you see my reaction for that, the official lyrics, but this beginning very unexpected. It's very. I think there are a lot for some things that I think or of an intent, so of an, if you limit your, I think you have to have, if we imagine, so it can be, let's, but in a big part it's Guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Don't forget to and also, I have